Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Discussion piece on titanium strikers. I've got a couple now, and I've actually made one myself. These two were bought. Vladimir Vubkov Titanium No.2 is probably my favourite out of the bought ones. That one there, it's quite a large striker. Really good titanium striker, nice thick strike face. This was the first one I bought. This is the BlackThorn striker from over in America. Not so enthused about this one. It's a C-type, and I really find it hard to use because you have to use it like this. I prefer a pinch grip, and as with all titanium strikers, you really have to use them rough to get them to spark properly. And again, with all titanium strikers, you really got to get a sharp edge to get them to spark properly. So to get them on there, to get them to spark, that's sparking a little bit, but not very well. It's because it's blunt. Again, not very well because it's blunt. You really, quartzite I found doesn't work very well with titanium, mainly because it doesn't get the sharpest of edges. Oh, that was another rock. I should have gone through and found a good rock for it. That's blunt. Yeah, see, I am getting some sparks off that, but again, you have to really use them rough because they only spark. They produce a lot hotter spark than a standard striker, but they don't produce as many sparks, and you have to tend to be fairly rough with them. That is sparking a little bit. This one, again, you have to be, because you have to be so rough with it, I found I tend to chip. I already hit my knuckles with it. I wasn't sparking well there, but I tend to, I've already started cutting myself with it because I end up chipping, hitting my knuckles using that one. I don't like it very much at all. This one is actually my preferred one out of all of them because you get your knuckles well away, and I can fire it off. And to tell you the truth, it cost me $15. It's just a piece of titanium. You have to get grade 5 titanium. I bought it on eBay. It was a round bar, 250mm by 12mm titanium bar. Heated it to orange. Made sure I left it in the forge and got a good orange soak on the whole thing before I bent it. And then basically put it in the vise, put a rod on it, and then bent it over, and then put it on a bending hardy and hit it with a hammer around just to get it into shape. And this one allows me to keep my hands well away from it, get a good grip on it, use it rough, and strike it really hard on sharp edges and get good sparks really well. That, if I'd known about this, and I didn't quench this, all I did after I bent it, put it back in the forge, got a good orange soak on the whole thing, pulled it out and air dried it, air hardened it, left it out, and that was it. And after about an hour of it cooling down, had this orange scale all over it. I wire brushed it off, and this is how it works. I will link it in the bottom of the description bar, because if you really want to get into titanium, they're an interesting striker. They will actually light things like flash tinders that you'll never get done on using flint and steel, like normal steel strikers. You can get flash tinders like cattail fluff sparked without just lighting them on with titanium. And I reckon with this one, I could get it no dramas whatsoever. I can get it to spark, no dramas. Like, this one is good too, but again, it's not as easy to use as my bent one. But like you can see, I'm really being rough with it, and that's why I don't like this one as much, because I end up smashing my knuckles on it every time just using it, because I can't use it properly. But yeah, just a discussion piece on titanium. I do find them interesting. I'm actually going to probably end up buying another rod. I might get a bit thicker one and a bit longer one. I saw a 200 mil long rod. No, sorry. A 20-inch rod. So yeah, quite a long rod. But it was about $50. So, which is not too bad. That was about what that cost me. So yeah, a little bit more expensive. Like this one was $15 to buy. But yeah, a $50 rod that's 20 inches long and 14 mil thick would be no dramas, and I might make a circle out of it, and yeah, just do a circle one, or I don't know, I might even go a little bit silly and try and make a snake or something out of it, or something like that. I don't know yet, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that. If you want to get into it, I personally believe this is probably the best way of doing it. Cost you $15 to make a titanium striker. Yeah, round bar of titanium, grade 5. Buy it on eBay. Yeah, it's a 250 mil by 12 mil rod, titanium, and yeah, they do come from China. Yeah, they do cost. They do take a little while to get over here, but as you can see, I'm getting really good sparks out of that. No dramas whatsoever. You know, like that's on starting to get blunt there now. So, you know, but it's just showering orange sparks. So, you know, like charcoal's pretty easy to get lit up with this, with titanium, with that one of mine. I will admit I don't use these too much, mainly because I did struggle at first to get them to spark. I am learning how to use this one a lot more. That one, the Blackthorn one, is very hard because it is so difficult to use, especially the way it is. There we go. But like I said, you do have to use them rough. They are very hard on your stones. Like I've chipped that that stone right out. I'm going to have to break that stone up now. But because of the way this is, I've never hit my knuckles with it. Your hands are well away from it, and I'm getting good sparks every time, you know, like it's just showering sparks. For a titanium, that's that's really good, you know, like it's just sparking really well. Anyway, yeah, just a discussion piece on titanium. My thoughts. I do like them. They're an interesting piece. I probably won't buy any more production ones anymore, particularly now that I know how easy they are to make and how cheaply you can get them and make yourself as far as it goes, you know. Like, I wish I'd learned how to do it right from the beginning. I probably would never have bought them, the factory ones. I would have just gone and made my own, because yeah, this one particularly is shown me how easy it is to get a good sparking one that didn't cost a lot of money, even on blunt edges, whereas those other ones won't throw sparks on a blunt edge, whereas that one you can really just throw it onto it and you'll get it going. Anyway, yeah, just a quick, this is quite a long, probably a long one, just a discussion piece on titanium strikers and how to do it cheaply if you want to get into it. I would definitely suggest, if you've got access to a forge, yeah, buy a piece of round bar off eBay, and yeah, just try it yourself. You don't have to quench them. Just take it to orange and bend it, and then once you've bent it, put it back in the forge, get it up to orange again, pull it out and let it air cool and air harden, because it hardens and work hardens by itself. And yeah, it will start sparking. Just take all that yellow stuff that puts on the outside. It's I don't know if it's wouldn't be carbon, I don't think. I don't know what it is. It's just the stuff that gets on the outside of it. Just brush all that stuff off, because it stops it from sparking. And then yeah, just try this U shape. I think that's about the best shape for these bars, because yeah, keeps your knuckles well away from it. And yeah, just use them rough, and basically it goes against usual technique, because yeah, you don't have to use a normal steel striker like this. You just have to use these ones rough and go hard at it, and you pick stones that you're not really invested in, because you're going to smash through them. Like this quartzite, I've got that much of it. I don't care if I smash up a heap of them using these, using a titanium rod. Yeah, I'll smash through a couple of them, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I'll just grab some more. Anyway, that's my thoughts on titanium strikers. Interesting, very interesting striker, and something that you can get troublesome tinders to light, things that you'll never get a normal flint and steel to go with, normal steel striker to do. And they finishing thoughts, produce less sparks, but they are far hotter than normal steel strikers. Anyway, thanks for watching.